Can your winner come from there? This is the third event. We've had two different winners in the first two. The only way we'll have a repeat tonight is if Donah McCullyer can come from the 16th starting spot. He starts outside, row number 8. But here comes Spangler. Hayden leads him to the green flag. Spangler goes to the high side. We've got them knotted together in the exit of turn 2. Runs around. Bill Blaze into him. Arts goes to the high side. And the caution flag is out. Donah McCullyer in a 6M machine threads a needle. They got to the high side in 1 and 2, and you can see Hayden started outside of the Mount Pleasant Speedway tonight. If that body, especially on the right rear, will hold up. Then we're getting a one lap signal. Eric Spangler. And now Rich Bell on the front row will lead a nice tight field through 3 and 4. And we'll try it again as the green flag back up. And into turn number 1, we've got him 2, 3 wide. On the turn 2 on next middle. And Brandon Foley trying to move up. In the 14 machine. All the way to the inside. These are in the middle. Vanderveen down low. Turns to the top side. caution flag comes out for the 42B at Kenny Plater. Kenny Plater facing the wrong direction. The Toddler in the second spot's got the option to start inside or outside. He'll choose the outside on the restart, putting Jeep Van Wormer to his inside. Josh Knoll and the 28 of Sammy Epling starting that third row. Keep an eye on Vanderleen. He's been looking to the inside and reflags out. Has it. 3 wide. Vanderleen clears Knoll. He's inside of Epling down the back straightaway. Epling all the way up on the cushion. Vanderleen has the inside. Side by side, neck and neck, Vanderleen all the way, the tires out of turn 4. Dusty Slank on the move in the 91. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. This Jeep Van Wormer working on Alex Springler out of turn 4. Out of turn number 2, Springler, Van Wormer, Epling, Vanderleen, round out your top 5. Rusty Schlenk is the man on the mission, just as he was on the Speedway on Friday night. This time by 27 down, 13 to go for the Little Gray still works on down. Rusty Schlenk still 17 to the 6th spot. Later goes to the high side. Tires up in third 4. Rusty Schlenk up in the middle of 3 and 4. There's a dry spot. Right in the middle of the dry spot. Later, there's a calling to the half difference. Sammy Epling runs fourth and the caution flag is out. Jim Billet, the reason for the caution in the 25 machine. As they make their way out of turn number 2, Brandon Thirlby needs to tighten it up just a bit on the inside. As they make their way into turn number 3, they're tightening it up. Keep an eye on Thirlby. He's going to change it up a bit. Almost Epling all the way to the high side. He's trying to get around Van Wormer as they make their way through 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4. He's side by side with Epling. Epling's able to clear through me. Now he's side by side with Vanderleen on the exit of turn 4. Out of turn 2, down the back straightaway, the top 3, top 4. And a 51. Steve Fairbanks spins out inside at turn 2 exit. So the caution flag coming out. This is the outside. Epling starts inside row 3. Vanderleen is outside. Thirlby and Plater in the 4th row. Nolan Niesert is outside as they make their way through 3 and 4. And turn number 4, the green flag back out. 8 to go on this one. Thirlby into turn number 1. There's 3 wide. Van Wormer goes around in front of the field. Everybody gets by Jeep Van Wormer, but the caution flag will come out. Everybody back in line. Bell out. out in front. Eric Spengler to the outside. Sammy Epling in the 28, now scored in the third spot. We'll start inside row number 2. Vanderveen now scored 4th, and Thurlby into the top 5 as they make their way through 3 and 4. The green flag will come back out. A slow start for Epling. Get Vanderveen the spot. Epling back to 4th. Thurlby leads to his inside, and here comes Snow down the back stretch. 3 wide, slang to meet the sandwich. Logan on to the 21 with problems. They will continue on. Vanderveen to 3rd. Brandon Thurlby to the inside of Epling. Top 5 single file. These are the 87. Look at the inside. Down the back straightaway. This time by 5 laps to go. Look at the inside of Leonard. That's the battle for 8. 4 laps to go at the line for Rich Bell. Frank gets around Leonard. Frank on another position. Now scored in the 8th spot. Eric Spengler in the 27. Still 7 turn number 3. 2 laps to go at the line. And Taylor. Saturday to the inside of Eric Spengler on the third turn. Down the back straightaway. Epling goes to the outside. Epling's going to pedal to the inside for the third spot. Slides up the racetrack. Makes contact. Epling's off and into the dirt. The caution flag is out for Sammy Epling.
Got too eager.
Sammy Epling in the 28 machine, trying to make a move to get around Vanderveen. He slides up the racing surface, goes over the top, and the caution's out. We're getting the 1 laps and the rotary next time by. Rich Bell, you're a leader. Vanderveen is scored 3rd. He will restart to the inside of Spengler, which is scored 2nd. He chose the outside as he has on every restart tonight. As they make their way into turn number 3. Rich Bell will lead the field off of turn number 4 to the green flag. Vanderveen trying to get the run on the inside. Here comes Travis Stemler down the back straightaway. As they make their way through 3 and 4, the white flag comes out. 1 lap to go. Crossing right to the inside of Thurlby. In the turn 1. Swank trying to make back-to-back top 5s from the LCQ. Into turn 3. Vanderveen holds on to 3rd. Then Bell going to go to victory. Spengler in 2nd. 3rd goes to Vanderveen. 4th goes to Rich Neeser. Brandon Thurlby rounds out the top 5, but Rich Bell will go to victory lane here tonight. Rich Bell picks up the win. Eric Spengler in 2nd. 3rd goes to Rand Vanderveen.
Either got 4th.
Race fans, make some noise. What a feature here tonight in the American Ethanol Late Model Tour at the Mount Pleasant Speedway. 3 races, 3 different winners to begin the 2016 campaign. Rich Bell out of Sheffield, Illinois in the Bell's transmission. Vanderveen Ready Mix, Seabest Cafe. Number 21B will pull it into victory lane here tonight. Rich Bell on the 21B machine, an awesome start here tonight. You started up front, you capitalized with it, fast qualifier, you sweep the night, put it in victory lane.
Yeah, I'm super jacked. This is our biggest career win, and I knew the track was going to be a challenge, so I was just trying to be smart, keep it straight, and I know the beginning there was a little rough, but I'm just happy to get her in victory lane.
I know a lot of the drivers are trying to make moves, especially after the heat events, where it was kind of single file for the most part, and then after the modifieds ran tonight, it widened out the racetrack quite a bit. A lot of racing side by side back behind you. Did you know how exciting the racing was here this evening? Did you have any idea?
I knew that 1 and 2 was widened up quite a bit there, so I figured there was double wide there. I wasn't sure over here, but I was just trying to concentrate and hit my marks and got her done.
And honestly, after that caution before we even were able to complete one lap tonight, your car actually got the most damage from that event over in the middle of 1 and 2. I honestly didn't know once we got going green here this evening if your car was even going to hold together as much damage as was reflected to the back end. How concerned were you after that?
I was real concerned there. I don't know, Spangler there, he slid up on the first lap, and I don't know, he was trying to get up in the rubber there, I guess. But I really got to thank my sponsors. I got to thank my dad. Got to thank my sister and her family, Hunterman and Ready Mix, Bell's Transmissions, Z-Best Cafe, Give Graphics, BDI, and of course my wife there and my little baby girl. Can't do it without them. Get over here.
Well, he's got more pictures to take, but Rich Bell gets it in victory lane here tonight. A third race for the American Ethanol Series Late Model Tour and a third different winner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Eric Spangler in the 27 machine. A great run here this evening at Mount Pleasant Speedway. You had a good start up front. And a lot of restarts in this one. It got a little crazy, a little hairy, especially there mid-race. You always chose the outside, which I don't think it was a surprise. But did you think you were going to be able to hold off the first competition behind you, especially Jeep Van Wormer there for most of the event?
Well, a couple times on them restarts, I didn't even know if I'd get going. I got lifted right up by somebody behind me. I don't know who it was, but we had a real good car tonight. There wasn't a super wide racetrack to race on tonight, but I hope we put on a good show for the fans.
Well, it was a great turnout with cars, a lot of big names, a lot of great competition. It's not an easy one, even though you did start up towards the front. It's still not easy to end up in the top three. Do you have anybody to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my dad for working real hard on the car, and my crew that came tonight, Roxanne and Brett, for spending all night working on it, and we're going to go home and get ready for Friday.
I was going to say, I-96 is right around the corner. What's your thoughts looking on that one?
I heard last week the track was smooth and racy from top to bottom, so I think we'll have a good run.
All right, congratulations. That's Eric Spangler, second place here tonight at the Mount Pleasant Speedway. Well, here's a story of the night when it comes to the top three. He started mid-pack, I believe, from the 13th position, and then you're able to just basically work the inside, which not a whole lot of drivers were able to do tonight. You work the inside groove, especially on the restarts, to your advantage. What was going through your mind coming up through the field?
Well, there's still some standing water down there at the one end, and it was a little bit tacked up. So I knew it. Sometimes when you run the top, it takes a little bit of momentum to get rolling first. And I thought maybe if I get a couple of them there, and we started getting a couple more, and before they get their momentum built up, then you gotta kind of get back up in line and ride. And there was enough restarts that we were able to pick them off.
Pretty narrow racetrack tonight, coming up through the pack as you did from the middle of the starting lineup to come home in the third spot is not an easy thing to do. It did widen up a little bit, though, especially from really the beginning of the race to the end, especially compared to what we saw in the heats. Did that help in your outcome tonight?
Yeah, we didn't have super high expectations, actually. We thought maybe if we start in 13th, if we got out with the top 10, got in line and rode, we'd be all right. But and started picking them off there, and then I thought, well, we might have a shot here. We're up to third, fourth, fifth, and I mean, it's tight track, but for the most part, we got probably the best drivers in Michigan, and a couple states. So despite a couple guys, I mean, it's pretty clean racing out there.
I know it was a pretty hairy situation right towards the end. Jeep Van Wormer's trying to make some passes to advance position. He was running basically in the third spot throughout the entire 40-lap affair. Then all of a sudden, a late caution by him. Did you think your night was coming to an end right there?
No, I was kind of watching him. He just had to, on them restarts, you kind of go for it. I mean, the money's on the line. None of us really came here for third, so, I don't blame him for kind of jumping down in there in the one. they come around on him, looked like, made a little contact, but we're happy with third place. So.
Anybody to thank for a third place finish tonight?
I thank my mom and dad, Six Lakes Auto Parts, Vanderveen's Napa, Lefevre Builders, and Uncle Troy for working on this thing all the time.
Congratulations, he comes home third, the 23 over Ryan Vanderveen.